Hey, it's Guido coming at you with a tactics talk. One of the things we talk about quite a bit is don't get caught out, don't go to flanks alone, don't go to places where you don't have any real close support. But sometimes that can't be helped, or maybe you just find yourself in that position. And at that point, you've just got to buckle down and hold the door. So we're going to call this one HODOR. HODOR. Here we are on Ruinberg. I'm headed to the standard heavy brawling corner, which is down here in the E2, E1 area on this corner. And we'll be looking at them peeking around this corner, and it's a great side scrape area, although there are some things you have to watch out for. Namely artillery, which we don't have any in this game, so that's excellent. That's going to allow me to do a lot of things here that I wouldn't normally be able to do if Artie was in the game. You've also got to watch this corner and the castle corner here for some of the things that I'm going to do. If I believe I was the first one here, and the reason I believe that is because it appears that the enemy team got quite enamored of some guys trolling around in the middle and got stacked up here for a couple of potatoes. So I believe I'm probably one of the first to get to this corner. So I'm going to set up and look for a shot and then immediately back up if I do get that shot. You can see that we have quite a few tanks in the small town over on the east side. So I'll just zoom in here and I'll just wait for the first customer. And I'm as backed up about as far as I can be. Put one in his lower plate and he puts it right into the dirt. I will tell you that this side has a slight advantage in that you can see the rubble pile there that he hit, and there's not really a corresponding rubble pile on the other side. That crater does lift up a little bit, but it's not enough to block anything. I can't tell you how many times I've shot that rubble pile that ST1 just fired into, attempting to do the same thing he just did. Now I know he's a longer reload, so I'm actually going to poke out here. I can see the low moving up, but I'm confident I will reload before either one of them pokes around. And even if the ST1 did poke around, he would not be reloaded. So I am ready to wait here. And I will take a chance into the side. I was kind of hoping to get onto the shoulder of him, but he was doing a nice job side scraping, so I really didn't want to let him get all the way clear, get his gun on me and snap a shot into there. So now I'm not going to be pushing my front end around. I'll be trying to do a side scrape. So the danger on this corner side scrape wise, like I talked about, if I am right there, I can get hit by Artie from back in the corner straight away past the castle right there. But there's no Artie. The other things that can hit me then is where that IS-3 is. So if I side scrape to take on those two tanks that are over on the other corner there, I give a lot of side angle to that IS-3, and potentially on this other corner right here, another side shot into me if there's anyone there. I do have the Tiger II though, who is watching that or should be able to spot if anybody shows up there. Right now I'm unsure. There's plenty of tanks left on the board. I just want to make sure one doesn't come around there and start shooting me in the side before I really get busy side scraping these two. But here we go. So we're going to give it a try. The IS-3 is backing off. Let's see what we got here. Low is fantastic side scraper right now. That was a good move for there to take a shot on him. Looking to get a reload. A little bit greedy right there. I probably didn't need to come out that early. I should have waited till I was reloaded, because you notice I had to actually stop to wait. And that gave him a moment to zoom out. Baited a shot from the IS-3, so I didn't fire. Baited the shot from him. Bad idea on my part. I really didn't need to do that. I do have a Leo trolling around behind me, and actually he may have been shooting at the Leo. Vice me baiting him. So let's play a little game here with the IS-3. I'm trying to hit it into that shoulder plate, and it goes right into the building. So unlucky RNG didn't work out. So no need to come out quite yet. Bait a shot. There we go. Oh, HODOR. They're coming after me. This T1 has moved up. There's a T-29 and a Proto in the road right here, which is helping stop those guys from coming across. But look how many they've got stacked up over there. So I'm just HODOR at this point. Okay, bounced him, so I went up to his upper plate, unfortunately. I'm starting to get to a range though where I am starting to look downward on that upper plate, and although it's heavily armored, at close range it's flattening out the angle for me. and that's helping me to pen. Now I'm trying to get to his lower plate. He moves forward enough that I just accept the shot down, and it ends up, oh boy, HODOR, here they come. My Tiger II buddy's gone, and it is just me and the T-29 and the Proto. Oh, well, that'll help. Put him on fire. Little bit of a mistake here. Probably could have side scraped that easily and had less of a chance of getting penned. A little bit greedy, so I side scraped this time. Just trying to get away. Put one more shot into him. Back to side scraping. So I have a pretty good idea of where all of their tanks are. I do not notice that KB-13 though during the game. A shot into the Proto, and he's going to show you one of the problems with where I am here momentarily. If it was a bigger tank, it would have been a much larger problem. Bounce off and just shoot right into his upper plate. Heavily armored, that's going to be hard to go through. I should have tried to go for the turret cheek. The accuracy of the low would help me do that pretty easily. I think I can probably get this Tiger II now. Yep, so he's moving. That's one thing to think about while you're looking for shots. Anytime the enemy is scooting around and moving, it means their dispersion is larger, and you probably have a better chance of popping out and catching them. You'll see that the KB-13 actually uses that against me to get a couple extra shots in on me. There's one, so he sees me. Whap, and I got hit by 13. So I can't sit there with my side to him because he'll eventually machine gun me down even though he's using the small gun. He's just shoot and shoot. He knows I'm not reloaded, then he backs out. So now I'm sort of just moving back and forth here, and he takes advantage of that by popping out and taking a shot. Still moving, so he's going to actually pop out one more time. He ends up shooting into the rubble. So I'm going to wait just a few potatoes here. There's only 3 of them. Probably could have started moving earlier, but I was concerned that if I went around this corner and put my side to the KB-13, he'd just start shooting. Now there he is. Let's see if I can get a shot on him. Okay, tuck up into this low. Look for the IS-3. He's actually around the other side of this building, so not a factor. KB-13 is backed off by everyone else, so I'll just push straight into the Black Prince. Because I know I'm going to get side shots or rear shots on him right here. Tuck left into that dead tank. He dies, so I don't have to worry about it anymore. And now I'm at 4,000 with a considerable amount blocked. I don't actually have a picture or a screenshot of how this turned out, but it was quite a bit blocked. Come around here. RNG's been pretty kind to me today, so what happens? Let's see how RNG ends up. No, into the tracks. So I'll get some assist damage there. Panther 2 comes around and rams him. Oh, let's see that. There we go. Alright, so there you have it. HODOR, I'm holding that corner. I did have the Leo helping. The Tiger II was there for a while until he died, and of course the 2 guys in the middle were keeping him honest, but I was facing quite a few tanks at one point, and you just... sometimes you find yourself in a position like that where you've just got to hold what you've got, do your best, and hopefully help comes in. And eventually all these guys got done up there in the small town, came around behind these guys and worked them over, but we'd done a pretty good job of killing them by that time. 4,000 damage, lots blocked. I hope that helped. Take it easy.